All right, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about being late with this video. Got a little complicated around here. So now we're going to get going back into AutoCAD, and you have an exercise that I put it up for yesterday, but I didn't make it due until the 15th. So you have a week to get it done. We'll do some other stuff tomorrow in class, okay? So no worries about that. I do need to cover some things for you, though, because in that exercise, it's getting a little complicated. So let me take a look at it here with you. All right, so this is it. It's not metric, it is US. It's going to be a big object, and I want you to practice with scaling, but there's some notation that we should go over. So I'll rotate it here. 2 times means 2 locations, and those are the obvious 2 locations of here and here. Remember, this is a good time to pause the video and either do some things on your computer or write some stuff down as I go through it, because I go through it kind of quick, okay? So 2x means 2 locations, here and here, okay? You're going to have to construct this object. You're going to need the front view and the side view and the top view all kind of going at once. So don't think you can build this from any one spot. That means diameter. That's a diameter symbol. And I think there's a radius right there, R. I think everything else is pretty straightforward. Look carefully at the extension lines to where they go, because like the 64 is all the way up to the very top, okay? And the 46 is from the bottom to the center line. And then the location of this top arc is 35 down from the very top, right there, and then 16 halfway. So just be careful with those dimensions and know that you're not going to be able to build this one view at a time. You're going to have to build all 3 views at once. There are some hidden lines, and I want you to get those hidden lines in. I'm going to show you how to do that. And I want thick lines. So remember, visible edges are thick. Dimensions are thin. We're not going to do dimensions yet. No dimensions. Okay? But there will be some scaling going on because this is going to be a very big object. Okay? So I need to show you how to do line weights and line types, because you need a hidden line type. All right? So it's a little tricky. So here I am in AutoCAD. I drew a line. I have my layout ready to go. And this is what I want you to do. And I'm having you do it each time as for practice. But at some point, we'll be able to save these layouts and reuse them. Okay. But I do want the title block. This was 0.375 up. And then give yourself some verticals, you know, name of lab, name of company or college, the date, the scale, and the page number, all of those things in the title block. Okay. All right. So here we're going to draw 1-to-1, and I have a 6-inch line. So when you draw by default, it is a default thickness. That information is here. So there's the little thickness, line thickness, and here's a little line type. So if I pull it down, you'll see that there's different thicknesses. Why it's in millimeters, I don't know, but AutoCAD has always done this in millimeters, even if you're in inches in the system. So that's what we get. What you're going to look for is around 1 millimeter thick, okay? Now, if you set it here, see how it's now set, and I draw, it shows up as a thick line, because I have line weight being displayed. The default is line weight's not displayed. So even though you set the line weight, you will not see it. So LW is line weight. And then right here, display line weight if you want to see it. Now, it looks really thick here, right? This is the spot. This spot we don't really care about. If I zoom in, it doesn't look as thick, right? And zoom back, it looks terrible. Where we care about is here in this view. So to look at it here, it looks really good. As the scale changes, maybe I go to like a 1-to-10, it still looks good, right? It's still thick, so it adjusts that. All right, So view it here. Some folks don't like to draw with it on. I personally don't like to draw with it on, so I would go back to line weight and just have it not being displayed. And I can always set these line weights in the end. You see that that is a thick line. So when you here, I'll set it back to default by layer. When you click on something, it'll tell you what it is. That's a thick line, even though it's not being displayed. Okay. If I click on this one, grip it, that's a thin line. That's a thin line. If you choose several and they're different, then this goes blank, like it's confused. You have both thin and thick lines, right? All right, the line properties are the same way, except there's none loaded. AutoCAD is trying to save space in the file. It's not going to load all the line types because you probably don't need all the line types. So to get a line type, you have to click Other, and then you have to click Load. Now, the first ones are the ISO line types. That's metric. So scroll down, and then you'll see the regular line types, and then there's one called hidden, or our hidden lines. Notice there's hidden, hidden 2, and then hidden times 2, and those are just different dash sizes based on how big your drawing is. It's trying to help you. So if you have like an average size, just choose hidden. If it's a really big drawing, you would choose 2 times, but you're probably still going to have to tweak it. If it's a really small drawing, you might want 0.5 hidden. Okay. Now, all this does is load it, loads it, makes it available. So now when I come up here, it's there. I can choose it. So if I wanted this line hidden, I can grip it and make it hidden. Now, you always want to check it here. So I'm going to go back to like a 1 to 5 scale. So you're only getting 2 dashes at 1 to 5 scale. So let's go 1 to 1, see what that gives me. All right. Now, it doesn't look like it's refreshing. Let me type in regen and see what it does. Yeah, so regen regenerates the drawing and gives you a current view. That was great for a hidden line, okay? When I click on it, grip it, it says hidden. It's not thick. We don't want hidden lines are supposed to be thin. That one is a thin and continuous, and this one is a thick and continuous. So there's many ways to do this other than what I'm showing you. So this is the easiest way to do it. And what I tend to do is draw and then turn lines into what I want them to be. So like if I was drawing, you know, from here up to here, and then from here down to here, here I'll go down a ways. This looks like a real hidden line. And I want this to be the hidden line, right? Or I want this to be the hidden line. After I get done drawing, I would just turn it into that by choosing it, going up here and choosing hidden, okay? Now, we don't want these overruns. Not cool, right? So I'm going to show you trim. There's a lot of modification commands we haven't covered. They're all kind of right in here. But trim is really, really popular or common to use. I don't see it. Maybe this is it. Trim. There you go. What I would do is TR for trim. Right? Now it says select object to trim. So you literally can just go pick the piece that you want to get rid of. I'm not using the pick button. I'm just showing you how it works. The other very easy system is to click and you can draw these lines. You can draw a line through a region. Right? And you stay in the trim command until you hit escape. It's just going to keep trimming. All right. Now, that one's not thick. That one's not thick. And they should be, right? We want our edge, visible edges to be thick. So I would grip them all and go up and say, hey, let's make you thick. Right? Now they are thick, but why don't I see them? The visibility is turned off. LW, display line width, and we have it. Go into layout, check it out. This is starting to look really good. Okay. So that's a little bit about line width and how to get them. Notice that I changed all my border to thick lines because the border should be thick lines and all visible edges of the part should be thick lines. No dimensions. Don't do any dimensioning. This exercise it'll test you a little bit on creating and modifying. So use your trim command. There's an extend command that works the same way. That's probably under trim. Yep, extend. So extend, you just pick objects, and if that object sees another object, it'll extend it. If it doesn't see another object, then it won't extend it. So it won't do that one, but it will do this one. All right? And then I could go to trim and get rid of this part. So very, very handy to trim and extend and move and copy, and of course, erase and try it again. So, all right. Good luck with it, and let me know how it goes. I'll see you all tomorrow. It's not due tomorrow. If you make some progress on it, I can get some questions answered. We'll do some other stuff in class. But yeah, try and get to it.